Welcome back to episode 3 of Everyone Loves Charlie. I'm joined today by Michael. As you can see, we have not yet found the perfect studio. Michael is also known as the Urban Challenger on Instagram and socials. Michael, introduce yourself.
Hi, like you said, I'm Michael, aka the Urban Challenger, across all socials. I run, I do triathlon, I do obstacle course racing. I basically do anything people ask me to do. If it involves a bit of movement, a bit of fitness and kind of bringing everyone along, I'm up for it. Simple.
Nice. So let's take it back a bit. So you've obviously got a massive background in fitness and the Urban Challenger. How did you come up with that? How did that come about? Like, did that start from a young age or?
So the Urban Challenger itself didn't start until like 2015. Okay. So my missus used to be a big time blogger.
Yeah.
She got invited into a obstacle course race.
Nice.
Random. And especially because she didn't like running at all.
Yeah.
And she still kind of hates me for running and all that stuff.
But I fucking hate running. I hate it so much.
Everyone should love it eventually. But yeah, no, she hated it. She was like, do you want to come on this thing? I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, I didn't run. I used to just go gym. I used to just try and lift weights. And then did that. And I was like, you know what? This bangs. This is hard.
This is for me.
Yeah. And I kind of just got wrapped into it. So yeah, that set up the rest of the Urban Challenger. Yeah. And I think it was more a ploy to not be bored when she was doing her blogging stuff. Because I was just sitting there like a pleb doing nothing. So I was like, what can I do? She was like, what do you enjoy? I was like, I like that obstacle race.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, write a blog about that. And it's literally how the Urban Challenger
escalated from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking it back, is sport always been a massive interest for you, say, when you were younger? Let's take it back to primary school time, you know? Was sport a big, massive thing for you? Or was it something that came later in life?
No, so I say I've always been quite sporty. So even in primary school, I used to play rugby and cricket for the borough.
Nice. I used to love cricket. I used to play cricket. Yeah. So I used to play for my little village. It was great. So I used to run with the rubber balls at first because I was too young to play with the fucking red ones.
And that's how my rugby thing started. It was tag at first.
Oh, I love tag rugby.
So no one would get really hurt. But yeah, like, you know, I started that in primary school and apparently I was all right at stuff, especially the rugby stuff because I had legs on me. So I could...
so rugby was your main...
Preferred one, yeah. Cricket was a bit boring sometimes.
It's a bit stagnant, isn't it? There's not as much aggression in it. Yeah. Rugby, you can like really get in there. Fucking, someone's pissed you off, have it. Yeah.
Take them out.
I tried rugby. My dad, so I was a fat kid, right?
Yeah.
And my mum and dad were like, right, well, we tried football, didn't work. Cricket didn't work. Swimming didn't work. Let's put him in rugby. I've never been so terrified in my life. I was 13 years of age. My family didn't watch rugby at the time. Right. I knew nothing about rugby. And I was this fat kid on the pitch. And this guy was like, here you go, mate. Here's a top. This was Seven Oaks Rugby Club. He was like, here's a top for you. This top was... oh shit, you know, like a fucking 10-year-old child's top. And it went on, I looked like a Savoy sausage. And I come storming onto the pitch. And the first thing I did, they put me into the second row of the scrum. And I absolutely crumbled. My fucking neck was like this. My fucking face was in someone's bollocks. And I was like, this is the worst day ever. And after that, I was like, I'm never playing that game ever again. But now I actually quite enjoy it.
Good man. How long did you keep that going?
2 weeks.
Right.
I was like, fuck this.
Big time
Swimming
career.
was the one I stuck to the most.
Cool.
I swam from like the ages like 8 to 14.
Sick.
And then I discovered Jamaican ginger cake and I didn't want to swim. And I just ate cake. So after that, with rugby and stuff, did you pursue that once you left your primary or...
No, to be honest, so once I left primary, you know, you get to secondary school, it's just kind of a kickabout with the football thing. Yeah. Especially being from South London, all the boys are on football. And I used to play, but I was no good. Like I didn't have the legs for it. I was tripping over the ball, couldn't pass, I couldn't get up there where it needed to be. So I think I just let that slide because I was like, this ain't really working. And that was like secondary school times. And plus the secondary school I went to was rough. So like, if you're not passing right and you're not doing the right thing in football, it's kind of peak for you.
You're going to know about it in the changing room.
Yeah, for real. People are like, what are you doing, bro? And I was like, risking my life ain't worth it. So, kind of college, I got into the running thing, but treadmill stuff.
Okay, really. Nice. And so you grew up in Brixton, and is that where you're from?
Okay,
nice. You went to school in Brixton, was your secondary in Brixton?
So my school was just outside. It was called Kingsdale.
Big up Kingsdale.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's changed a lot now. So it's the weird thing about Kingsdale is like, it was a proper, like anyone could get admitted into there.
Yeah.
And it was right next door to a private school called Dulwich College.
Oh, I know Dulwich College. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
It's a nice school.
Real nice.
Yeah, they've got some good grounds. They're good at rugby.
They're good at rugby.
Yeah.
They're good at everything.
Yeah,
because
I'm not surprised they got endless money, yeah.
Facts. And Kingsdale was literally the like school that everyone was like, oh, what? Don't go, you go Kingsdale. Especially when I went to a Dulwich College party one time.
Oh, did you?
And like it was me and my boy from Kingsdale. So pretty much the only like black boys there.
Okay.
Even though I'm mixed race. But went there and like everyone's like, oh, it was kind of like, right, they're from Kingsdale. And
I'm getting like Waterloo Road vibes here.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And people are like, are they all right? And I'm cool. Like, and my boy was cool, and he was into music, so everyone was like, oh, he's a music boy. And we just vibed. Like, that was my first ever party when I was like 15. And I always remember it. That was my first kiss when I was 15.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So, like, I was just, you know what? First time I'm drinking and all this stuff. I'm like, yo, this is live. And it's and like, everyone's rich. There's a swimming pool in the back garden. I'm like, this is insane.
It's the kind of school where they're like, rah, where's my backie?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And like, obviously, we're just going off. One girl latches onto me. She's loving it. Got a kiss in there. I'm like, Mike, my boy is called Mike. I was like, yo, I've just lipped this girl. And he's like, what? All right. And he was a bit jealous because he was always trying a thing, but he didn't have no game. And yeah, man, that was like my introduction into like alcohol.
Introduction to like the party world.
Into the party world a little bit.
So then I'm guessing the sport kind of took a slight sideline.
Yeah. Sport was like,
see you later.
what? I'm turning 16 soon. Yeah. I'm about to go to college. Yeah, sport took a dip.
Do you have a go-to drink? What's your...
My go-to, dark rum. Always dark rum. And
with?
Coke.
Coke and rum?
Yeah.
Cool,
typical.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of like a vodka soda or gin and tonic.
I'm into a gin and tonic.
I love a Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness is good. I'm
Doesn't agree with me the next day, but I love a Guinness. So after secondary school,
right.
Where did you go to university? You left and then you went...
So yeah, did college and then I went uni. Uni was Hertfordshire.
Okay,
uni.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, good times in uni. Real good times.
So I'm guessing, obviously university, everyone's always got some wild stories at uni.
Madness.
You had pre-discovered your drinking stuff before university?
Yep.
And then it just, escalated like madness?
Well, yeah, as soon as someone starts telling you there's £1 pints and stuff, you're just like, right. And like me and my boys were just a bit, we weren't stupid and we didn't do anything like madness.
Yeah.
But like, we got drunk and we enjoyed the drunkenness.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's the thing, you always just get, I think when you discover drinks like that, knowing like now being in London, going out for drinks, there's sometimes like 15 quid for a drink. And like, I remember the day I used to go out, if you're from Gravesend, if you know Maidstone.
Yeah.
When I was at 18, that's where we used to go out and they used to do these like 1 pint vodka blue drinks. And basically it was like WKD that come out of a tap. It's a fucking squirt a whole pint of it for like £1. You just get absolutely wankered. And you could go out on 20 quid and have a banging night. Now you go out on 20 quid and just your fucking train fare.
That's 2 pints max.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's not the same. And I think being from London, going to Hertfordshire uni, you know, it was a bit reckless. It was mad. So
I'm guessing you had a fair share of girls. You're a good looking lad. So I'm guessing there was a...
Cheers, man.
There was a few situations there. Anything to tell us about?
Yeah. So like, it's weird. So I got with my missus when I was 16, right?
Oh, wow.
Up until uni, we actually broke up. Just before uni or just during the first year of uni. So it was after that stage where I was like, okay, time to, you know, I was
to get it out of your system.
Yeah, that's the
Everyone
thing.
has to get a bit out of their system, do you know what I mean? Like,
everyone said that to me. And like, all my boys were nuts. They were drawing girls left, right and center. Yeah, and I didn't want to be like them, but I definitely wanted a piece of the pie.
You wanted the taste.
Yeah.
You didn't want to necessarily be like it forever, yeah.
Facts. So like, you know what? Like, apparently I was kind of attractive to some people and I was like, well, let's see what happens
I'll take
here.
It, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a good time.
Okay, so hang on a minute. You said you met your wife now
yes.
at 16. Was it like love at first sight or was it like, you know, I could see this going somewhere? What made you take the break?
Well, madness. So, all right, I was going out with a girl when I met my wife, right? When I was 16.
Okay.
And yeah, so my missus liked me then. She was my girlfriend, I guess. She wanted to ask me out, but obviously she knew that I had a girlfriend. So she didn't. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
Hence marrying her. But so basically, it was her birthday in November. I asked for a number.
And you had a girlfriend.
And I well, yeah, kinda, yeah. But like,
not judging.
Yeah. I should be judged. But like, I was, gave her my number. I only gave her a number. Or got a number. But either way, got a number. Literally dumped my girlfriend on the phone.
You were 16, that's right.
I was 16,
that's normal, yeah.
Reckless and silly.
It's better than text.
Facts. And I probably didn't have credit. But like, I dumped my girlfriend, and then then I started going out with my wife, which sounds.
And
rude.
how old were you then? You were like.
So I was still 16. So that was college. So I met my wife in college.
And then how long were you dating before you took the break?
So we were dating for the entirety of college. Mm-hmm. And then
I said to like 18, right?
Yeah, up to 18, and then we did pretty much the first year of uni, and then we broke up. Then
okay, same unis.
Same unis.
Oh,
same
fair.
college,
normally,
same
when
uni.
people go off to uni, they normally kind of tend to split because university they tend to go all over the country, and they always have like a break.
Yeah,
and they never get back together.
Yeah,
so
our break was just I guess it was new things. Everything's new around us, and you just want to see what's going on, right?
I think as well something like uni is like quite a big thing, and when you're that young, it's a big part of your life. You need to be single because. I mean, I'm single and no hate on relationships, but like, I feel like sometimes in relationships, you don't have that full freedom to be like, I'm going to do this tonight.
Facts.
You like have to be, shall we do this? Or, I think at that stage in your life, it's important to have that freedom because then when you're older, you don't feel the need to have that freedom because you've already had it.
100%. And that's why we've been together like 16 years.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. That's probably why it's lasted a lot longer, right? Yeah, you haven't had to be like, right, hang on a minute, I just need a break.
I gotta go and find out what them other girls are doing. Yeah, no, definitely don't need to do that now. But yes, when it was that break in uni, that's kind of when.
And what is it like? How long was your degree? Like 2-3 year break?
It was a 3-year degree.
Okay,
3-year degree. So we were broken up for a year, I'd say.
Yeah.
Or until the end of uni.
Yeah.
And then we got back together just at the end of uni.
So you've broken up, you've taken a break right at the prime of your university days so that you can go out, party and basically get all the girls.
My heyday. Yeah, a little
Come
bit.
on, you give us some stories. There must be some funny stories you've got in there.
That's all right. So yeah, me and my dudes were a bit stupid, right? So we're all getting wasted pretty much nightly in uni. The one time that I remember is right, so we're all just in the house now. Come back from raving. Everyone kind of bunks down, settles down with whoever they're with. Obviously, I've done my thing already. I'm in the room, sleeping because I'm drunk. I'm snoozing it off.
Yeah.
And then like obviously I'm alert because, when you're drunk, you don't really sleep. So I can hear some shuffling and I hear the door go. And then my boy just kicks in the door. Bearing in mind, I'm in bed with a ting at this point because we're slumped.
Yeah.
I've obviously done my thing. She's just there kind of snoozing, but boy kicks in the door and we all love the wrestling, right? So he does a running elbow drop and he lands directly on me.
Like a fucking Batista slam.
Proper, like the Rock, like the people's elbow from the Rock without throwing his little armband thing. So he just does that. And he lands directly on me. So usually in that situation, you should be like, what are you doing? But because I'm still kind of drunk, I'm like,
this is a great idea.
It's on. Yeah. So I was like, let's go. So bearing in mind, I'm naked. I'm stark naked, but I don't care because
she's got everything flapping around, just fucking.
Right. I don't know if he got hit by it a couple times, but he needed to understand that the wrestling match was on. So we're doing people's elbows. I picked him up. I'm doing a suplex.
This girl must have been in the bed like.
She was like up against the wall like that, and I was mad sorry.
Just going over and on the bed like.
But yeah,
come on, you're joining in.
He wanted beef, and I was like, you called it on, mate. So let's go. So yeah, a couple wrestling moves here and there, a few body slams.
The fact that I'm just picturing you like you're absolutely fucked. You're naked, everything hanging out, just flapping around, and you guys just battering each other on the floor.
Yeah, and you know what? Everyone enjoyed it, apart from the girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say she probably shat herself in the corner. Did she leave like straight away or what?
She didn't.
She stayed.
She stayed. I think, which was...
Maybe she's a WWE fan.
Hey, listen, we're pulling out some good moves. That's what I'm saying. And I think if there was going to be a sign-in, I'm getting that. My boy, he got murked, as I'd say. So
right.
yeah.
Was it more wrestling or like just basically absolutely kicking the shit out of you?
I think it was wrestling because we loved it, and like, well, people were getting thrown around.
Yeah.
And he's quite small. He was smaller than me anyway. So like,
so you technically still did play sport at university, really? You did naked wrestling.
Yeah, naked wrestling. So it's not that attractive when I think about it.
That's some mad stories. I mean,
scheme.
you hear things of people at university all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think when you're, especially a bloke, I don't know if it happens as much with girls, but when we're like 18, 19, you're just so hyper that you just don't literally think about anything else other than just being a hyper lad. So I can just picture it already.
Drinks were flowing.
Yeah, it always happens when you're drunk. I don't think I've ever wrestled my friends naked, but
yeah, I wouldn't.
Definitely had some fights like pushing people in ponds and shit.
I wouldn't recommend it. There's too much at risk.
Yeah, there is too much at risk. Everything's just there to be whacked. Yeah, fuck. Oh, that reminds me. Yesterday we were doing this like functional training shit, and I went to do a fucking stat to this dumbbell, and I absolutely, I want to say a bad word, I'm not going to say it. I basically just slammed this dumbbell into my fucking nuts, and I swear to God they went back up inside me. I was in the floor like, oh, it's the most painful thing. Oh, fuck.
I want to know how much that dumbbell weighed.
It was what was it? A 25 kg.
That would do it?
Yeah.
That
like
would
a
do
fucking pulverizer. Fucking so painful. So going back to at uni, obviously there are some rugby initiations, or like university initiations. Were you ever a part of that, or were any of your mates a part of that?
Yeah, so my halls, I always lived on halls in the first year anyway. So for the first year, I lived on halls, and some of the people had never seen a black dude. So it was crazy. University was a different world, right? So I was the only black dude there, but everyone was a rugby lad, which was real fun because they know how to drink.
They do.
And I'm there trying. Oh, mate. So my small time drinking from college did not match up. So the biggest initiation they would make you do, we always used to play Ring of Fire with the cards and that around the dirty pints. Yeah. Love is a strange word.
I used to love that game because you would get you absolutely fucked.
Ruined.
Yeah.
And what you do, if you spill your drink, you have to drink from the shoe. So like, these are like big rugby boys.
I thought of it making me feel sick.
And they pull up their shoe. If you spill your drink, they're like, no, you got to pay. So they put the shoe on the table, you pour the rest of your drink into the shoe, and then you got to drink from the shoe. And like, the colour the drink goes in is not the colour the drink comes out.
Oh, the fault with that. That's fucking rancid.
It's a
hear
punishment.
These stories of these guys, they just don't like. I don't know they're like demented. I don't know what it is about rugby as well. It's like it's a sport. It's a good sport, but just something like this changing room mentality with rugby guys. They just don't care, do they?
It creates different beasts. Yeah, and I was inducted into that world just because I live with the dudes, right? So yeah. That was never nice. There's just like a massive
difference between like that and football. We used to play a bit of football at school, and everyone was quite conservative. Like you'd put like your like underwear on like discreetly and stuff like that. Whereas rugby lads, you just get their cocks out and they're like, they're just like slapping each other's faces. It's just fucking wild. It's just like that's another thing that probably would have put me football. If I was 14, I went in change room, someone slapped me across the face of their cock. I'm like, right, okay,
I'm out.
I'm fucking calling child services. Yeah.
So that was my uni experience, really living with them guys, and that was the first year I was living with the rugby dudes.
And then did you get into rugby from that, or was rugby just prior to that?
It was just prior to that. So I kind of I guess I had an understanding of rugby, so I could talk and get down with them. Yeah, and they were all cool, and even the two. So I lived with three boys and two girls. Even the girls were rugby girls, so like they could drink. Everyone around me could drink. So I had no choice but to learn how to drink properly.
And it's not just like a couple of vodkas and stuff. Nah. It's like pints on pints on pints. They're just like, don't know where they put it. It's like,
well, there was a game we used to play called Amy Winehands. And like, you would buy a bottle of...
I really like that name. That's really creative. Whoever came out with that.
You'll buy a bottle of wine, 2 bottles of wine, and you'll sellotape the wine to your hands, and you can't do nothing until you finish the wine. Like 2 bottles of wine down... And that's before you've even touched the club.
When I hear these things, I'm like, when I was 18 or 19, that kind of shit, I'd be like, yeah. Now I'm like,
Now?
honestly, you cannot think of anything worse than having to do that. I'd be ruined.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have like 3 glasses of wine. I'm like, oh,
game over.
goes, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, uni was a special time.
I can imagine. So then moving on from university,
Yeah.
you got into sport? You said you got into sport via your missus.
Yes.
How soon after university was that?
So yeah, got back together at the end of uni, leaving uni, and then so she ran that blog all the way through uni.
Is it like an online blog? Or
Yeah. And she was always really good at it. She's like won awards and stuff. So yeah, she's top notch. This is her plug, isn't it? And then I kind of was, I was jealous that she got loads of free shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, where can I get that? Because she always had protein and all this, and I'm going gym and I'm like, I'm paying for my protein.
Yeah. I want a hashtag gifted way.
Yes.
Fuck. Yeah.
But she had bare of it and she was getting bare shit, and she even had like trips abroad and stuff. So I was like,
that's mad.
I want in on this.
Yeah.
But I had no real avenue. So when she took me on the obstacle course race, I started writing about that.
What was your obstacle that you did?
It was called Rough Runner.
I've seen these. Is it the one with like the inflatable?
Yeah.
I really want to do one of them.
Mad fun. Mad fun.
That kind of thing. That kind of thing is like right up my street. I'd love that.
I think everyone, if you want an intro into it, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was just like, I kind of fell in love, like, all over again. And then I just started doing more and more of them, writing reviews. And then eventually, like, companies will come to me and be like,
so your kind of main thing is you do these events and then you kind of like vlog them and talk about, you know, the event and if they're good and kind of give them a review of the whole event.
Yeah. So that's what I did in the earlier days.
Yeah.
And just talk, see what people think about it and try and bring a few people in as well.
Yeah.
And then that way it was about introducing people to something active that they never thought of doing, and me giving them a reason to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So it's like, I think that's the big thing with fitness, isn't it? Is a lot of people get put off, I don't want to go gym, but gym's not like the only thing you can do. And I think if you enter something like that adds like a team sport feel to it, you're more likely to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I always say this to people, you know, for example, like classes, something like F45, no hate F45. I personally think that they're like, if you're looking to achieve like a specific fitness goal, then they're not a good idea because they're just generalized. But like, if you're looking just to have a good workout, then they are. And I think that's what people too focus on, having to do one set thing. Whereas there's so many other avenues you can do for fitness, isn't there? Because people would try the gym and be like, oh, I don't like working out. Or you just don't like going to the gym.
Yeah.
There are other ways to do it.
I think it's about making it fun, right?
Yeah.
And everyone thinks it has to be so serious that you have to be so structured and all this.
Yeah.
Listen, enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you can enjoy it, then boom, you'll find something that will work for you. Right?
Yeah, I think it's like a trial and error thing. It's like anything in life as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously your girlfriend having been pretty much a pro at this.
Yeah.
It must have been hard, but great at the same time, right? So it must have been hard trying to kind of, you're looking at her stuff thinking, fuck, how does she do that? But at the same time, you must have had her obviously helping you. So how was your stuff at the start?
Yeah, at the start, my stuff was pretty shoddy, I'd say, because like, bearing in mind, obviously my degree was design, but digital animation.
Okay.
So I didn't really have an eye for good stuff. Like I could make shit, right? She had a perfect eye. She got a keen eye. She just look at a room and be like, this is how it should be. I'm like, cool. So when it came to my stuff, she would always help me. Editing, ideas, photography, videography, all that stuff. She was kind of like the leader on that.
And the editing bit is a bit that's actually... I think people think it's a lot easier than it is when you actually get down to the editing. Like something stupid, you can just do like a minute long video and it can take like an hour and a half to just edit it.
Facts. So I guess my stronger point was that I was always better on camera, just talking shit.
Yeah.
So like that stuff I had covered, but when it came to like getting a picture and making it look pretty, she's the one for that. So
Lightroom.
Yeah. She taught me how to use Lightroom.
Okay,
so like,
nice,
that's how she helps massively in this.
Okay, so with her blogging and stuff, she's always done what's she done? What's her side again?
So it's more health and fitness lifestyle stuff.
Okay. And then that's why you kind of followed on from that. Yours is now obviously the urban challenges. Yours is mostly kind of just challenges and stuff, or do you do outside of those kind of challenges? Do you do like triathlon?
Yeah. So yeah, quite. So I've kind of upgraded. I used to just do the obstacle course races and running, and then you get invited to random stuff, right? So I get invited to a triathlon, and I was like, I didn't know how to swim. So like,
fair enough. Do you know that's one major part of the triathlon?
It's like 1/3. And you know what? I couldn't swim. I got invited to a mile swim race as well, and I was like, shit, I don't know how to swim. How am I going to deal with this? So I was like, fuck it, I'll learn.
Yeah.
And I had like a month into that race.
A month to learn how to swim?
Yeah,
Did
a
you
mile.
go with armbands on?
No. So this was like just before the world went into kind of shit. And luckily, the race got cancelled. And I was so happy because I would have died that day.
Yeah, it's actually really dangerous. It's not like running where I'm not a runner, you can just learn to go out and run. Swimming is you're fighting with an element that you're not actually supposed to be in.
And it's not a pool, it's open water. So like, that's literally, you can't see the bottom.
Ocean or lake?
Lake.
I don't know. Ocean swimming, fuck that. The megalodon's still alive in my opinion.
Yeah. There was, Jaws could have lived there. It was a stupid thing, but I just say yes. Right. So that got cancelled, luckily. And then I got invited to a triathlon, but it gave me a bit of time to learn how to swim. So, you know, I just...
And how old are you at this point?
So I learned to swim a few years ago. Like, how old am I now? I'm 33 now. So like, probably when I was 31, I did my first try.
How was it picking it up? They always say it's harder to learn a skill when you're an adult as opposed to when you're a child.
Right. So like, my swimming ability was basic. I could swim.
Keep your head above water.
Yes. But like, I'm gassed as soon as I've done 25 meters, right?
Yeah.
So like, I needed to learn how to breathe in the water, how to sight so you can see where you're going, how to have a wetsuit and all this shit. And yeah, I went to like one class in the Royal Docks because there's open water swimming there.
Oh, okay.
And the woman literally changed my life. She literally taught me all the best things. So I'll say it took me like a good month to be able to do it.
That's like quite quick though. You picked that up quite quick.
When I get into something, I'm on it.
Yeah.
So I took that away.
And what about the cycling and running? Running's you've always done that.
Running, light work. Cycling, I used to be so shit at cycling as well. Like, I learned cycling really late in life.
Yeah.
My younger brother actually taught me how to ride a bike.
Okay, nice.
Which
Did you get the stabilizers out?
No stabilizers, just loads of fools. And like, you know what?
Mate, that's hard to go straight into the bike. You
Yeah.
got to get those stabilizers on.
Mate, a big 18-year-old.
Yeah, get the big old stabilizer.
Not in Brixton, mate.
Like, what's it called? That one from Saw. What's his name? Chucky or something.
Where's the one from Saw?
Is his name just Jigsaw?
Jigsaw.
That's it.
Nutcase.
Hence the fucking name of the film.
That's it. So, but yeah, no, not in Brixton.
Yeah.
That would have been embarrassing. So, not knowing how to ride a bike at 18 is quite embarrassing. But like, you know what? It was just one of them things that I had to learn anyway. So my younger brother helped me learn how to ride a bike.
Nice. What bike did you learn on? Was it BMX guy?
No, it was like a hybrid.
Okay, yeah.
So like just big and heavy. And yeah, that was early days. And then obviously coming up now where I get invited to a try, I wasn't confident on the bike. I knew how to ride it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just stress. Like,
and it's not just, how long was the try? It wasn't obviously just like cycling around your local area. It's
no.
like
My my first try was it was a sprint or a super sprint. So the cycle was only like 10k for my first ever try.
If you're not a cyclist,
yeah, that's pretty daunting.
Yeah.
And remember, you're surrounded by people that are pros at this shit. So like they just zoop around you, and you're just there like all nervous and shit. Yeah.
Fucking shove someone off.
Yeah.
One of the times I think about doing that if I'm on a bike and someone's in front of me.
Mate,
shove them off.
It's like, and like, I was so unprepared. I borrowed my brother-in-law's bike for my first try. So like, yeah.
So you had to bring your own kind of bike. Did you do it on a proper road bike or?
Yeah, I had my brother-in-law had a proper road bike, but it was a one gear.
I was just picturing you like doing the 10k on a fucking BMX. Like, wait up!
You could see that, but like, yeah, it was a fixed gear. So like, I couldn't. If there was a hill, I'm screwed anyway because I just had to power it through. But I didn't know it was a fixed gear because I didn't know shit about bikes.
Yeah.
I just saw a bike.
Not gonna lie, I do cycle, but I didn't know. I don't road bike, but I did not know that there was a fixed gear bike.
So like, yeah, it's a single gear. So yeah, you know, with
how's that work though? What if you're going up a fucking really steep hill?
Then you're fucked.
Oh, you've got to walk.
Yeah, bro, rather get off the
Pushing up
bike.
the hill. Fucking.
And it's literally like that. My first try, you just I was on
Did you have
death's
the
door.
proper
Cleats. Not in the first one.
He didn't.
No.
Little strappings.
Oh, mate, not even strappings. It's just the pedal, holding the pedal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that makes it so much harder.
Yeah. So like, I upgraded to cleats later in life.
Gotta get some of those little spin shoes.
Mate, yeah, I look
You
like
walk
an idiot.
on like
Click,
clogs.
click. Yeah. So
Like high heels.
that but makes a difference.
So you were saying about your younger brother.
Yeah.
Was one that taught you how to cycle.
Yeah.
So how did that go down? Was you like, fuck, I've got to swallow my pride here and ask my little brother?
Well, yeah, especially because like I used to like beat him at everything, right?
Yeah.
Games, running, football, whatever, anything. He was just like, bro, you're not ready. And then I'm like, yo, bro, I see you out there doing wheelies and shit.
Can you teach me?
Can you help me out to ride back? Yeah, so like it was kind of that thing, but you know what? Like I think pride gets you so far, right? And
Sometimes you have to swallow it.
I had to swallow it, and I was like, bro, help me out here.
Teach me how to do the wheelies.
Yeah, I still can't do a wheelie. But
You can or you can't?
No. Bro, I'm basic.
That's impressive shit, the wheelies, yeah. Got to have good balance, I think.
Yeah, my balance is not the best, even if I'm on a flat, normal, straight.
Yeah.
It's not the way.
I'm the same as you. Sometimes I'm like walking in a fucking circle.
So that's it. So no wheelies from me.
Yeah, so obviously you mentioned you got younger brother. Is he the only sibling you have, or do you have other siblings?
So I've got two little brothers and one little sister. So yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the responsible one.
Oh, okay. And what was it like growing up? Who used to piss you off the most? I've only got one. So there's only one culprit.
Yeah, the older one. So the one just below me. So he's 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
He used to piss me off. He still pisses me off. But yeah, he's the one that
My sister's the same.
I can imagine.
She's a couple of years younger. She pisses me off. Growing up, we weren't like we're friends now.
Yeah.
We're like we get along well. We're actually looking to go and move in together. But
Nice.
growing up, we just didn't. Oh, there's this one story, Mum. If you're listening, this is the confession. It was me. My mum bought this brand new cactus plant, and I was obsessed as a kid with. I'm going to sound demented here. I was obsessed with like doing things I really shouldn't. And she had this cactus plant. It was about this big. And my dad used to leave like his tools lying around the house. I must have been about 8 or 9. And I remember she had this cactus. For some reason, something inside me just picked up this hammer and just started fucking bashing her cactus into the dirt. And I made my sister take the blame for it because I was like, Sarah's you. Because I was like, she wouldn't get told off as much. Oh, I used to be so bad. We used to do some like serious shit to each other, me and my sister. And my sister would always like come into the room. I'd be in the middle of playing like a game or something. And she would like punch me or turn my game off or something like that. Then I would retaliate, and it would always be me that would get the blame every fucking time.
turning off a game is sin.
Yeah.
Can't do that to me.
Fucking bitch. You must have had shit like that as well, though.
But yeah, me and my brothers, obviously, we're all quite close now, right? So when you're growing up and you're that close in age, you're going to fight. Like we used to fight. There used to be good wars in my house.
The dynamic of guys and guys is very
Yes.
different to like a girl and a sister, because I probably wouldn't wrestle or punch my sister, but I'm guessing obviously everyone that knows got brothers, they do
Facts.
that. Yeah.
And like, yeah, we used to go at it, but I think the main thing is that we're all real close now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
You still
different.
will punch me if he pisses you off.
Oh yeah, 100%. But you know what? My brothers I think they're trying to get bigger than me, because like one of them he's short, but he's kind of wedge. So that's the youngest one.
So he's smashing the gym.
He's been banging gym.
Has he?
Hard. So like he is wedge and he is really strong as well.
Yeah.
So he put me in a bear hug recently, and I didn't show anything. I didn't show my fear, but like
It's like, I can't get out.
I was like, right, this is real tight. So they've obviously been banging gym to get up on me.
Yeah, it's a different kind of thing, isn't it? I mean, so yours is more of a fitness aspect, isn't it? So you gymmed as well, like you do weight training as well? Or?
Yeah, so I try to keep it up now because it helps with everything else, right? But originally it was just bare gym.
It's hard when you're doing events like you do as well, because you're almost your training plan is constantly always adapting to that new challenge.
Yeah.
So then suddenly just going, right, I'm going to go and do 150 kg squats. It's just not going to happen, because it's detrimental to the training for the event, isn't it? So,
Well, yeah, and like the DOMs after, like it's peak. So even if I did like a HIIT workout the other day. So 6 days ago I did a 55k ultra run, yeah, and like
55k.
yeah.
Fuck, I ran 5k the other day. I was like, I'm never again.
But like I work up to it, and I think that's the
Yeah.
main thing, right? But I did that, and then like I was bored, but I was like, oh, I should really rest a bit more.
Yeah.
But I did a HIIT workout anyway.
The next day.
No, like a few days after,
Okay.
and like that HIIT workout took me out. And it's because I'm lifting weights and stuff. So the weight training stuff is hard to fit in.
Yeah.
But it's good to fit in because it helps with everything.
You should do some. Is that they always say you shouldn't add in things you don't normally do.
Yeah.
Like if you're used to doing kind of weight training stuff, which is like more what I would do, then I went on a 7K run and I was fucked for 3 days. Like it's probably the same for you. Your body's used to this style of training.
Yes.
So for you to then say, let's do 3 hypertrophy days in the gym, that would probably fuck you for like a week.
But then I think variety, innit? The spice of life.
You got to have you got to change it up.
So let's throw it in there. So
sometimes I want to do stuff, I do it, my body just does not want to do it, but I'm like, I really want to do it.
Gotta do it. So yeah. But you'll feel it the day after.
Yeah.
Or the day after is usually
it's always the way. Get cramps in my legs, can't fucking move.
Yeah,
it's always
peak.
the way. So yeah, obviously the ultra, that's some serious endurance. How do you like prep for that? And how do you stop yourself being one of those people that's like getting carted off in the ambulance?
Yeah, the bully van. Or the pickup van, or the broom wagon is what they call it. Yeah,
the broom wagon.
Because you get swept up
the shit. Get off.
Do you not want to
useless.
You don't want to get swept up. How do I prepare for that? So obviously I'm always running anyway. So like that's kind of my bread and butter.
Yeah.
But like when you're doing the longer stuff, it's just gently building up to it, and you never run the distance before then, right? It's just
what is a max you would push yourself to before running that?
Before running 30 miles, I think the max I'd go to is maybe 22, because it's about time on feet rather than the actual mileage itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, sucks either way, no matter how much.
So what pushes you through? What makes you want to go back again?
Right, yeah. So I did the first one in 2018. I did a Spartan Ultra, which because why not?
Yeah.
And finished it, felt ruined, and I kind of forgot how it felt to feel ruined for a while.
Yeah.
It's weird because I feel like if I don't do something real hard, like every year at least, I feel like I'm bitching out.
Well, it's also pushing yourself outside your comfort zone.
That's it.
And that you're supposed to do that. You need to do that at least once a year.
Yeah. And I think
you just won't grow as in your fitness or as a person.
Facts. And I think that's something that I always kind of strive for. I got to do something real tough. And this was definitely, it was the wrong time to do it because I didn't train up to that properly at all. So like it was a slog. Like it took me 11 hours. And bearing in mind, this isn't just an ultra run. This is a Spartan Ultra. So there's obstacles the whole way.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So climbing, monkey
11 hours, you
bars.
must have been fucking knackered.
Mate, and I was camping as well. So I was sleeping in a tent.
Nah, you lost me there.
Mate.
No, I'll never do one of those fucking events if you've got to camp.
You don't have to
sleep
camp.
on the floor. I'm paid to do it. No thanks.
I was, in a tent. Luckily, it was a warm night. But like the rest is shit.
Did you like stop for a bit, then what? Sleep for a bit and then go again, or?
No, it's all in one go.
Fuck.
Yeah, you just go. Klaxon goes, go.
How much caffeine? Do you have anything what keeps you going?
Right, yeah. So before any race, I smash a coffee, always.
Just a coffee?
Just a coffee. And some food. Like for something like that, you got to fuel up proper. Yeah. So my go-to is like a bagel, peanut butter, and honey. And and the coffee. And that's my pre-race anytime. During the race, it's an eating competition. Like people think that ultras is just about the running. No, it's about your fueling. So like I'm eating the entire way. So
what do you snack on?
Cliff bars are my favorite.
Nice.
So they're it's like 200 grams of it's all 200 calories in there, and it's all carbs and shit. So smashing them, but bare gels, loads of gels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need that quick. It needs to get into your system quick, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's it. But after a while, you start to feel the gels in your stomach, and it all just tastes horrible, and you don't want to eat it anymore. But it's about
because you see people at the marathon, they're like smashing like jelly babies.
Yeah.
One of my friends was doing it. She chose flapjacks, and I was like, when you're running, you're dehydrated. The last you want to be doing is fucking chewing on a dirty flapjack.
But it's because it's just carby, innit? Yeah. And it gets the energy. So, but jelly babies used to be my go-to. Yeah.
Jelly babies. When my mum ran the marathon when I was about 10, and we took 2 bags of jelly babies for my mum. So at each point we could hand them out. Before we'd even got off the train.
She's like, "Where's my fuel?"
My dad was like, "Where are they gone?" I was like, "I've eaten them."
So she suffered on that marathon because of you lot.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, no, we only got some more. They had that free shit they hand out by Luca's age.
Yeah,
she did it less than me.
Mate, insane. And that's yeah. It's just about fueling.
Yeah.
The whole way and hydration really. So drink.
Yeah, because you got to be careful with your water. It's not like you can guzzle a shitload of water because then you get stitched. You got to be. Do you have a Camelback?
Yeah. Hey, good man. Yeah.
I didn't know that from skiing. I used to put gin in it.
Okay. I would. You know, there's times in that race where definitely some alcohol would have helped.
Yeah. You see some guys, don't you, on like in challenges where people hand out like a beer and they just like.
I think I've done a marathon where I've smashed a half pint.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, I need something.
Yeah.
To take your mind off what you're doing. And
that's what point do you get to when you're like, because you must, even though you do them often, you must get to a wall at a certain point and think, oh God.
So in the marathon, it's weird. I can do an ultra marathon and I won't feel as fucked until like probably after the marathon point. So now if I'm doing a marathon, mile 20, I'm done.
I always think it boils down to the same as anything though. There's that guy, David Goggins, isn't it?
That's my dude.
He always talks about like it's a mental game. So the fact that you know that you're running further, your mind's going to give up a lot less sooner.
Yes.
Like when you know you're a marathon, you get to 20 miles, like you said, you're like, I've only got 6 left. I want to stop. Whereas when you're there, you're like, I've still got another 10. You're like still in.
I don't need to. Yeah. And 100%. It's your distance from the finish is where you like. Either way, you're gonna feel fucked at one point.
Yeah.
And that's in the marathon. It's always 20 miles, and that's.
And do you push through that, and then you're fine again, or is it literally that whole last bit? It's just pure struggle.
I'd say I've done 8 marathons, or I've done 7, sorry, and all 7 of them I've died at that same point. Like,
really?
Yeah, and like you do come out of it somewhat, but like you just don't have the same go, and I think that's something I'm really trying to do. So I've got a marathon in November.
Where is it?
San Sebastian.
Oh well, that's
nice little trip away.
Yeah.
And so that one I'm planning to really smash that.
It
one.
must be harder as well. Like as we age, I'm sure you're recovering everything. You're noticing.
Yep.
It's something you want to improve on, but obviously you're working with time, which is also quite hard.
Yes, and like it's hard to recover when you have 2 kids because I can imagine stamping on you, asking you to carry them and shit, and like it's a constant battle. But you just got to try. Yeah, that's it.
So obviously having 2 kids, how do you juggle that with, family time, workout time, training time? Like, how does that work?
The key I've found is just being up before everyone, right? So like they're all going to wake up at naturally 6 o'clock. So that means I'm up at 5 or 4:30 to get my, like, this is when I was training for my big tri, my half Ironman or half.
So you get up at that time to train?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm training like in a proper plan, I'm up at like 5. And
honestly, I take my hat off to you because I genuinely cannot think of anything worse than getting up at 5 a.m. to do a 20-mile run.
Yeah.
Like, those 2 are the 2 things I'm just like, fuck that. I'd rather be fat.
Waking up and doing that run.
No, not for me.
But it's like, I have to find a way to do it without it impacting them, right?
Yeah.
Because I know as soon as they see me, it's on. It's dad time. So like, I just have to do shit before they even wake up.
Yeah. It's priorities, isn't it? And you're like, it's good that you have that discipline to be able to get up and do that. Yeah. I mean, that's obviously why you do the events you do, because it requires discipline. Not anyone could just do it.
Facts.
I mean, you
could try it. Anyone could try it.
Could try it. Yeah, exactly. The key word there is try.
That's it. But yeah, definitely they help in it, in the fact that it makes me do stuff early. And if it's done early, it's out of the way.
And what's it like with them? Are they sporty, or are you like forcing them into sport?
I don't want to say I'm forcing them into sport, but the oldest
Coaxing.
one, definitely gently nudging.
Yeah,
like I've already got the oldest one into park run, so she does. She's nearly 4 now, so she can run, and I'm like, all right, let's go. So I bought her a pair of trainers. Yeah. And you know what? Every time they see me get ready, they're like, "Oh, where you going, Dad?" I'm like, "I'm going for a run." They're like, "Can I come?" I'm like, Yes, I'm in your head.
Yeah.
And that's all I have. That's what you want,
it's
really.
Good that they want to come and spend time with you and do it.
100%. Until they've run like a kilometer and they're like, "Oh, Dad, pick me up." I'm like, I'm actually trying to run here. So
You probably have to do like just a little bit with them, and then you can just
and then I can go off.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, it's great trying to get them into it. And the youngest one, she's climbing all over the place. So I think she'll CrossFit. Give it a rope climb. Yeah. I think she'll be ready for a Spartan real soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, sick.
No, definitely. I think with younger as well. What about things to do with their food and stuff? Obviously, you like you said, you know how important that is with your training and stuff. What are you like with kids?
Yeah,
macro specific, weighing their food.
Yeah,
1.5 fish fingers. For
you ain't got no protein in that. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, trying to adjust the child's meals is impossible because they don't want nothing you give them.
No.
And I try to make sure that they're eating what I'm eating because I just don't want to cook an extra meal.
Yeah, it's pointless.
It's long. So, but that don't work either. So I end up cooking like 2 different batches. Yeah. Luckily, the baby, she eats everything. And that's a touch.
Yeah.
The older one, she's getting an attitude now. So, you know, if she sees some, like yesterday I cooked like chicken and rice. And like, she was like, I don't like that. And I'm like, you were eating this yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't like that. So that means I don't want her to go to bed hungry. So I got to go and cook something else. So all I did, I just go and got some shit pasta from that was already cooked, threw it on and just covered it in the rice. And she was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
so,
you're just saying don't like it, just to be like, I don't like it.
Just to be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids are dicks.
Kids test your patience.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
God, I don't have the patience, I don't think. I think maybe a couple more years it might come, but patience is just not my...
It will never come. Patience never come.
No.
I'm mad impatient.
Do you ever just like sometimes be like, it's okay, turn around and go, ah! Just like...
Scream into a pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than one occasion.
God, that would be me every day. Mental breakdown every 2 minutes.
Luckily, I've got the wife to help direct that frustration.
And did you have to take turns? You like, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes the things you'll do as a parent to avoid doing certain things and just brush it on the other one, like a nappy change or something like that.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, babe, I got to go to the toilet real quick. Remember, she needs to change the nappy now.
I need to sit on the toilet and go on my phone.
Yeah, facts. And then she's just there like changing the nappy, but she knows what I've done. But you can't leave the baby in the nappy. So like we do it to each other.
Yeah.
And
there's always going to be a task that you don't enjoy doing. Obviously, the nappy one is just
long.
No one likes doing that.
Yep. Nappy changes. And then, just general house shit I don't enjoy. Because
I sometimes do that. Like if the dishwasher's just finished, I'll just put my plate in it and put it on again. Hope someone else has to empty it.
So go dirty up all the other dishes.
Problem. Yeah, that's what I do.
So yeah, like it's you know, you got there's compromise, but there's a lot of stuff I don't want to do.
Yeah, you got to like set your tasks. Okay, so going back to the Urban Challenger, obviously your whole brand is you doing these kind of extreme events. I mean, I've seen on social media there's a lot of people doing these like stupidly extreme events, right?
Yeah, I think there's a couple people at the moment that are running like the length of Africa and stuff like that. I think, that's mad. Stupid.
I'm guessing from north to south, right?
Yeah. I think
east to west ain't that impressive.
East to west, even though east to west is a nuts.
Yeah,
anything is crazy. But like, I think what is it? Hardest Geezers, one of them. He's doing. I think he's come up against bare challenges doing stuff like that. I don't know if he's been stuck up by different gangs along the course and stuff. And then,
I feel like I've seen some clips on social media about that. There was that one guy did he have a film crew or something with him?
Yeah.
And he lost his film crew or something. And then he found himself like with the tribe in the middle of the jungle or something, and he got himself in some serious trouble.
Mate, do you know how dangerous that task is? Like, there's certain areas in Africa. I'm half African. So like, the idea of, I wouldn't do that. But that's probably because I wouldn't run that far.
Like you said, there's so many challenges. It's like there's the elemental challenge of the whole fact that, you know, you're starting off in North Africa, which is a certain temperature. Then you're literally going through down past the equator. Like everything changes. And also different cultures and different things. Like everything's acceptable in different countries. So there's so much to deal with.
Facts. And the fact that he's running like over a marathon every single day. Like, it's insane what these guys are doing. Another dude doing it who's doing the same thing. I think he's running the opposite way though.
High five at the equator.
There you go. Boom. Hello. And like he's come up against some serious challenges as well. Like, you know, you get to a point and none of the places are open to sleep and shit, so you have to camp out. Like, it's a real challenge.
Yeah, it's just the thought of doing something like that. It's just not. I just can't. I don't know why anybody would want to do that.
Yeah. in the name of charity, I guess. That's what most people do it for.
That's so far. You're literally putting your life at risk.
Yeah. And I think my challenge, the stuff I do is to challenge myself, but it's also to say, this is what, I'm a normal guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm a normal geezer. And I'm not the hardest geezer. I'm a normal guy. But like, it's just about...
But you can run.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Facts. It's just what the everyday man can do. Like,
Yeah.
I have a full-time job. I have kids and I have a wife, right? So what can I do with my time?
Yeah.
And there's loads of people in my position. What can they do?
Yeah.
And it's not always about running a full
But that's
marathon.
probably why you always just do it, like your stuff does well, because it's a relatable thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're still doing these extreme kind of events and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone,
Yeah.
and in training yourself like really hard for these endurance events. But you're not doing something that's like completely sidelining your life.
Yes.
And also potentially killing yourself.
Yeah, that wouldn't be no good for the little ones.
No.
Wife, yeah, no, I was gonna say stupid. But yeah, like it's just I think I just do it because I love it and I want people to be more active.
Yeah.
And if it's by doing stuff that's quite fun, that's the way.
So obviously having your presence on social media, you must have people kind of DMing you or messaging you either in your request or whatever. I'm guessing people ask you for tips, and then you probably get asked to have pictures like everyone else, show your feet.
Yeah, yeah. Weird foot pictures.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, if I sent my pictures of my feet to someone, they would delete social media. So that doesn't happen often. Just the secret ones that I can charge for. But like, no, I get people asking for like tips on stuff all the time. It's kind of comes with territory, right? If someone sees you do loads of stuff, they're like, oh, he knows what to do. So definitely, I try to help where I can.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to give any unsolicited kind of advice about certain things like nutrition and that, because I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not
And there's so many
physio.
rules nowadays, it comes around and bites you in the arse.
Exactly. So like, definitely I try to avoid all of that stuff. I've definitely given people advice in terms of doing certain races.
Have you ever given someone the wrong advice just for bants?
Yeah, it was not for bants, just probably misled information. So like, I've definitely got people to do races that they were not ready for.
Okay.
But you know, I had faith in them, right? So I was like, you should do this. And then they end up doing the race and they're like, Mike, that fucked me. I would never do that again. I'm like, yeah. I wanted you to experience it. And I think that's, for me, that if I'm going to give bad advice, it's definitely getting people to push way above their comfort zone. Because I'm used to doing it. Sometimes I forget that not everyone wants to do that, right? So if I'm going to give shit advice, it's to tell you to do stuff like that.
You can do it. So even though they had a shit time, they either did it, but like it's within your body's capabilities to do it. Granted, it won't be easy because you haven't trained, to that level, but your body can do it. You know? That's the thing that Goggins always says, doesn't he? He's like, when you're ready to give up or something, you're only like 20% down.
Yeah. I think I listen to him too much because he probably drives a lot of the shit I do. And like, anytime I feel like, I don't want to do it today, I do think, what would Goggins do?
Yeah. Some of the stuff he says is so aggressive that I listen to it and I go, shut up. Just makes you feel shit, doesn't it?
It's definitely, some of that toxic shit. But like, you know what? I think different people have different drivers, and Goggins works for some people. I love listening to it. It's a bit of a joke sometimes. But it gets you out of bed, right?
It does.
And some people just need a gentle touch, like, come on, we can do it today. So, you choose whatever motivates you. However
I know
he
is motivating for sure. Just sometimes it's like fierce.
Yeah. Shut up. I know. But I'm okay with that army shit.
Are you?
I like it, yeah.
I don't mind it sometimes, but when I feel like someone's telling me what to do too much, I'm like a little sport brat. I ain't fucking doing that. Fuck off. Like, even if I know it's going to benefit me, I'm like, I ain't doing it.
I did it was based on like military stuff. It's called a hurricane heat. So it's a 13-hour endurance event. And like, you literally have this man shouting at you for 13 hours throughout the night, doing burpees, star jumps, lifting logs, carrying it up and down hills like 20 times and shit. And like, it's all the whole way through someone shouting at you. And I was like, this works for me. So yeah, I think
I'd hate that so much.
Most people, it's their idea of help.
SAS, SAS,
it's literally that.
I would literally be the one standing there in the rain just crying at the back. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whatever works for you works, right?
Yeah, I think it's good to a certain extent for me. Like, I like a certain extent, but come on, you got to do it. When someone shouts in my face, I'm just like thinking of the ways I can hurt them.
Don't shout at me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my missus hates that way of. So it's weird. Me and my missus are different in the way we're motivated. So I'm there like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't shout at me like that. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I got to learn that. Some people don't react that well to that.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can be that guy as well.
Yeah, I think some people need a soft touch, don't they?
Yeah.
We have it where it's like the job that I do at home alongside this stuff is I work with online coaching clients, and you get some clients where you can just tell how people respond.
Yes.
Like if sometimes you just got to give someone tough love. Yeah. And even though they don't want to hear it, sometimes it's the best thing.
Tough love rings certain bells, right? That's fine. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think, some people, I'm a tough love kind of guy. It works for me, and it works for some of the people that I give it to. Yeah. But there's just some people it don't work for. Simple.
So obviously with your style, which is kind of the get up and go style, the shouting style, obviously that wouldn't be kind of acceptable in the corporate world. Like, can you just imagine, like, you'd be straight down HR, like, Sharon, where's my fucking spreadsheet?
Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, I've like the corporate world, right now my main hustle or my job, I call it a hustle. My main job is I work in quite a corporate setting actually. I work for a local authority, or an English a council. You're
not a parking fine person.
No.
Right,
people generally like what I do. So I just help people get into work in construction actually. Okay. So I run a construction sector. So you know my day job is so different to what I do on the gram and social media and all that stuff. And
are you kind of like do you oversee people within that job? Right?
I run the whole sector. So
how's your management style?
How's my management style? I'm good with people. I know the situation I'm in, and I think because I deal with so many different people, I've been a manager before as well. So I'm good at man management, right? So like if someone needs a kick up the ass,
you know when to give it.
I know when to give it. But if someone needs a gentle touch, if someone needs a gentle push in the right direction, then I'm happy to do it. Yeah, no gentle touch here. That is, that's a disciplinary quick. But I'm good with working with different people. In their styles, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people lack that.
Yes,
I think that's what makes a good manager. Someone that knows how to adapt it to each person.
I had the worst job I had. I quit because of the manager. And I didn't have nothing to go to. I just quit because she was a dick. And she just couldn't manage me. And I guess it's not her fault entirely, right? She was just not good at managing people. But she didn't know that. And I think that's
a lot of people that are in management roles tend to not have any clue.
They just go that power trip, right? And I didn't like it. I don't like being told what to do in the best of times. But the way she did it just really rubbed me the wrong way. So shit manager. Simple.
And then you have obviously your fitness throughout. So you've tested and tried different things. You've done obviously all your sport growing up, and then have you dabbled in kind of anything else other than your triathlons and your events?
Yeah. I've done a few like CrossFit events, CrossFit, lifting heavy shit. Yeah.
How'd you go with that?
Yeah, the first ever one I did was nice and easy. Equal team. We were getting on with it. It was a good time. The second one I got invited to, that was where stress really like kicked in because there wasn't enough people in all the teams, so they had to disband my team, we were all equal playing field people. But they broke us all up, and then they put me into this team with these absolute meatheads. And they're all really nice guys. I know them now.
Yeah.
And the girls that were in there.
They always tend to be great people, but they're wham.
Insane. Yeah. And when I saw the weights they were going for, and obviously it's a combined effort, right? So
it's like a total weight thing.
Yeah. So I come in and I'm like, I ain't lifting that. I can't lift that. And they're like, go on, look at your legs. Go on, you can do it. So I try one and my back is gone. My back goes. And I put it down and I was like, can you lower it, please? Can you lower it?
Yeah.
And like, I had to pull on I had to humble myself real quick.
Yeah.
And I was doing less weight, which meant I had to do more reps. Right.
Yeah.
So like I was,
can't win.
bro, I was battering myself. And there, I think the guys are literally like, oh, this dude isn't the right one for this team. And I'm like, I'm not the right one for this team. But I will still fight it through. The running sections though, I had to show them on that because I can run. But yeah, definitely CrossFit is a mad one, I think.
It is a mad one. Some of the stuff they do is just insane. I think a lot of people think it's really dangerous. I think a proper CrossFit gym, it's not dangerous because they take you through it.
Yes.
Right? And then you do get some gyms where they're like, right, I want you to snatch 60 kilograms.
Yeah. Here's today's WOD.
Snatch the bar, mate.
You got to do 16 of these snatches and then you got to do bar, all this stuff. And because it's the Olympic lifts, right, that people get really injured on because they don't know how to do it right.
And it's the intensity you have to do.
Yes. It's it can be stupid.
I dabble, I like it, but also there's a lot of it where I'm like, this is fucking tough. For the life of me, after doing like weightlifting, just normal weightlifting training, to try and do a fucking snatch, can't even get my arms above my head. I'm like,
it is like,
so uncomfortable.
It is fun. And you know what? I think you just have to be mindful of what you are capable of, which I've definitely not done in the past, and I've ended up injured, right? So
yeah. You just have to be cautious, Again, it's that thing of don't rush into anything that you're not used to normally doing.
100%.
Because otherwise you're just going to fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No slip discs here.
No slip discs, Have you got any big challenges coming up?
Yes. What have I got coming up? Actually, so my marathon in November, and that's a big one for me. I'm going to proper go for it. And then...
Do you have a set time that you want to hit?
Yeah, 350, which is... My PB's 412. Which is I feel so shoddy for what I can do, but it's because that 20-mile death zone is what catches me every time. So I'm going for 350. I'm working up to that in a good way. So that's what I'm training for.
That's a good time.
It's all right. It'd be nice for me.
Yeah, it's a good time. All of that kind of stuff I just think is so impressive. Every time I go to the marathon, I look at it and I think I'd really want to do that, and then I run 5K and go, fucking never doing that. Same as CrossFit. Like every time I look at CrossFit, I'm like, that's so great. I really want to be a part of that.
Then you're in.
And then I do it, and every time I'm doing it, I'm thinking, why
am I doing this?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Like this is going to be my 7th marathon, and I've not enjoyed a single one.
Have you not?
No. So hopefully this one.
That's inspiring.
Well,
maybe I should do it.
But I'll still do it. That's the thing. So like, hopefully this one is the one that makes me go, you know what? That was great.
Have you done the Berlin one? Apparently that's one to get your fastest time on.
Yeah, I haven't done Berlin. I've applied for it though. So if I get in next year, I'll be doing Berlin.
That's when you can get your time on,
Sick.
I only know that because one of my friends did it. She was like trying to get a fast time.
Nice.
I don't know shit about running.
Hey, Berlin's it's a flat course, that's why. So that's where all the PBs
What's
happen.
this one you're doing? San
Sebastian. I'm going because apparently there's good food in the region of Spain.
Spain does do some good food.
Well, let's go. Give me that paella after.
Yeah. Pil, gambas, pil. Ali oli. Yeah, we love it.
That's why I'm going there, and it should be good fun. Yeah, a bit of.
It will be good fun. Are you going with the fam or just?
No, this is a solo trip.
Oh, so you get a bit of a break.
So I get a bed to myself. That's actually why I'm going. You think I'm going for the marathon? I just want to sleep in a bed.
For the food in the bed.
Mate.
That's literally it.
That is all. That is all.
Well, I just want to say a massive thank you so much for coming in and having a chat with me.
Don't worry.
I'm sure are going to inspire quite a lot of people to take that plunge and do those events. I know I certainly will.
Nice.
I'll be taking part in those events. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you. If you want to find Michael, he is the Urban Challenger on Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. As usual, like, subscribe, follow, do what you need to do. Send it to your brother, your mother, your mum, your dog, whatever you want to do. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.